Thank you for joining us. First tonight, officials monitoring the site at Smitty Supply in Roseland. This afternoon, a tank overpressurized and exploded. No one was hurt. Crews on the scene today checking the other tanks and cleaning the site. And tonight, there's still no word on what chemicals may have been released during the explosion more than a week ago. News 2's Sarah Gray-Barr spoke to residents living less than a mile from the facility who are still picking up the mess.
Yeah, Sylvia, a little more than a week after the explosion, some people in Roseland say their lives are still upended with no word yet on what exactly they're breathing in and whether it's safe. Amanda Wooten has lived on this property here in Roseland all her life. It's where she was raised, and it's where she raised her children.
Hopefully one day I can pass it along to my children if it's still usable.
The family was on their way home from vacation when they learned of the explosion. The Wootens have horses, birds, and goats. The livestock had to be evacuated and have yet to return. Since then, their lives have centered on cleaning up a mess they didn't make.
We have burnt insulation. And you can see this is metal, but it just crumbles to nothing. So it's obviously been exposed to extremely high heat to make it that brittle.
I remember when my daddy dug out that pond, had that pond dug out and the first catfish brought in. So, you know, it's just, it'll never be the same for sure.
The family went to last week's community meeting.
The mayor, the leadership, the senators, it doesn't feel like they're standing up to try to get the answers that we need. Because, like I said, we still don't even know what's on our ground. Yeah. This is now, this happened over a week ago now.
Stephanie C. lives on the property next door. She's scared to permanently return home, only making trips to gather samples of the debris and residue left in her yard.
Anything that I noticed that was changing, especially, I made sure to take a sample of, put it in a mason jar and label it. Every day it's different out here. Every day there's a different smell, a different taste, and it leaves different questions.
Like the Wootens, C is worried about long-term impacts.
This is a different kind of grief. Having a totally unpredictable future with no answers leaves you not knowing what to do.
And with no end in sight to the cleanup, what comes next?
Even if it is cleaned up, our property, it's definitely not going to be worth it what it was. And what kind of legacy does that leave down to my child to inherit?
These are people of Roseland that are going to remember this. Even if it's shoved under the rug, this is now Smitty's legacy to us. They're the ones that exploded and just let us deal with the aftermath.
The families tell me they would like to see more air, water, and soil testing, both from government agencies and independent groups. The mayor of Roseland told me he expects to have a list of chemicals and materials released in the explosion tomorrow. Sylvia.
All right, Sarah.